Yo, what's up YouTube? Tigz here, bringing you guys another guide video. This guide video is going to be about helmets and what I think the best helmets in the game. Right now there's 3 helmets in the game that I think they're amazing. It's the Altyn, the Reese, and the Tagilla mask. There is 2 versions of the Tagilla mask. There is the Gorilla and the Opal or something like that. It's basically just reskin versions. They're basically the same thing. So when we're making this video, I got a lot of people that ask me all the time, Tigz, should I use helmet on labs? Should I use helmet on interchange? This and this. In my opinion, I recommend using these helmets, but it's entirely up to you and depends on your financial situation in game. First of all, let's break it down. Rank number 3 would be the Altyn. I put this in 3rd place. Rank number 2 would be Reese, and number 1 would be Gorilla. I'm going to explain why shortly. So let's break into it real quick. Altyn. What's so good about the Altyn? 7% minus penalty, which is pretty big in my opinion. 17% turning speed, 6% ergonomics, 8% turning speed additional, and minus 7. It is a tier 5 helmet, which is really good for a lot of meta bullets, and it's probably one of the better helmets in the game since the start, or since the release of it. It was the best until these arms got added, but it's still such a solid option. Very, very good, and very cheap actually. You can pick these up for like 130 to 150k at level 20 flea market, which I highly recommend if you're you got the financials to do so. It's very, very good, and it will save your life a lot. It does repair well, and like I said, it is a tier 5, so it's pretty good. It does come with high ricochet chance, which is a huge additional too, which is, in my opinion, great. Another bonus is you can stack condor glasses, which are great. I've actually ricocheted M61s with these. Just to explain it very briefly, if a bullet penetrates the visor and manages to hit you in the head eyes area of the hitbox, there is a chance that these can also ricochet the bullets as well, or block them if you get very, very lucky. That is the simplest way of me explaining it to you. It's pretty good. Condor stacking with Altyn and Reese's is definitely a viable meta, and a lot of people do like doing this, and I think they're very good. Moving on to the Reese now. Reese is basically a better version of the Altyn. As you can see, the stats right here speak for themselves. You actually get minus 3% instead of 7, 8%, 4%. You also have, it's not too much of a big deal here on the visors, but there is a slightly, it's a slightly bit better. That is that. Thing to note with the Reese though is that you do get more durability, which is nice against bullets like 9mm. You have the extra chance to block some bullets if you get really lucky, which is super, super nice. The drawback with the Reese now, okay, so you need I think you need max traders to get this through a barter trade. You can only get 1 per reset for the helmet itself, like this. It's around 150k, but sometimes it fluctuates up or down depending on flea market prices. It is very, very good, and I would highly recommend it, but I feel like very few people actually have access to this outside of the barter trade because it's so expensive found in raid. But yeah, very, very good alternative, and 1000% worth buying if you can stock up on them at reset. And you can also condor stack with them as well, which is huge, by the way. Very, very good. That's why I would rank the Reese at number 2. Moving on to the Tagilla helmet now. In my opinion, this is the best helmet in the game. A lot of other streamers would agree with me on this. As you guys know, I play this game a lot. I would consider myself pretty experienced at this game. I know a lot about it. Why would I say this helmet's the best? Okay, so as you can see the stats right here. 10% ergo, which is pretty harsh, right? 10% turning speed. It doesn't really matter, it's just sensitivity. And movement speed, 5%, which is already, pretty better than Altyn and Reese. You get a 70% flashbang reduction. You get 40 armor points, which is obviously a lot lower than a Reese and Altyn. And you're going to say, well, isn't that bad? Well, it is, but trust me, it's not that bad. Okay, and I'll explain why right now. It also comes with a high ricochet chance too, which is great. The material is armor steel. Okay, armor steel repairs insanely well. If this thing goes down to like 1 durability, I can repair it back to like 39 durability for like 2k rubles. It's absolutely insane. There is also an additional feature with the Tagilla helmet that not many people know about. Whenever you get shot in the face, there will be no bullet holes on the visor or on the face shield at all. So for example, say you get shot in the face with an Altyn, the visor will have bullet holes, and depending on where you get shot in the face, it will make it very hard to see and shoot people. So you'll have to sometimes risk pulling this face shield up and being exposed to head eyes. But luckily for the Tagilla helmet, this does not have the same problem, which I think is huge, alone just in PvP, right? I blocked M62s, I blocked BPs, I've ricocheted multiple rounds off this thing. It's an absolute beast of a helmet, and It's also cheap too. You can pick up a Tagilla cheaper than an altyn and Reese, man. Like right now they're going for like what? Probably at this time 135k. That's insane. That is so good. And there's 2 different versions too. Obviously it's super late at night for me right now, so the prices do fluctuate based on what time you're on. But that's a big game changer alone. No bullet holes on the face shield, and it repairs insanely well. Okay, moving on now. There is another bonus feature to the Tagilla helmet, and I'll explain to you right now, and I will give you an example in the video. So what you do is you bring one of these. It's either the boss cap, which is 30k, or it is the fleece. Either of these work. Fleece is probably going to be your best bet. They're very cheap. Now you're going to say, Tigz, well, this doesn't make any sense. And I'll explain to you while I load a raid real quick, okay? I'll explain to you when I get in raid. So we're here. We're in the basement. I'm going to show you exactly why the Tagilla helmet is better than the Reese. Now, I know it has no back of head protection, but if you're a semi-decent player, you shouldn't be worrying about getting shot in the back of the head. Positioning is key, and whenever you're fighting players, you should be fighting them head on, right? And that is exactly what this helmet provides. Then it's great for. So when I put the helmet on, listen to the sound real quick. The audio gets muffled, but if you pay attention real quick and listen to this, the sound gets increased. You can actually hear more. And I'll give you another example again. As you can tell, the audio is even better. Now, a bonus of wearing this helmet. I don't know if this is a bug with the fleece thing and the cap, but I assume it is. But you do get better sound, which is, in my opinion, way better than an altyn. You know, just having information, sound is key in this game. And altyns muffle sound really, really bad. And that's one thing Tagilla does. It doesn't do that as bad at all. Another thing to note is if you level up your perception skill by shooting things and just looting, you'll also increase your hearing distance and get better sound overall. In terms of like, you know, grenade noises, bullet shots and stuff like that, footsteps. So yeah, that is why the Tagilla helmet is better than an altyn and Reese. No bullet holes in the visor, and the audio is crisper and you can hear more. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Gave you a little breakdown of why I think the Tagilla is the best helmet in the game. And thanks for watching.